music used to make me smile.
Have you ever
Made me shiver. Come on, people. I deliver bad news on the doorstep.
I couldn't take one more step.
I can't remember if I cried when I
Heard about his widow bride.
something touched me deep inside.
The day
The music died. All together now. So bye bye, Miss American Pie.
drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This will be the day that I die."
This will be the day that I die.
Boom, 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 boom. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, now do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. We both kicked off our shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. Go on, Ben.
Ben,
Yeah.
are you having a laugh when you sing that?
He's doing it every time.
Is he?
No, I'm being serious. I'm trying.
Are you trying that?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
You're the worst singer then.
Shane can actually sing though. Yeah, he
Can
actually.
he sing it?
No, he can.
It goes back to the circle though, doesn't it? You need full circle.
Yeah. Ben can sing. Well, no, but lad probably a good singer won't sing, so we're both on par, aren't we? I say you're a bit better.
It wasn't bad though, was it?
Listen, singing and anything in life, it's all about confidence. That's it. If you're game enough to do something, you'll succeed at it. That's it.
Yeah, Shane. Yeah, I'm gonna get you a pink.
You like that, Steve, didn't you?
That was staggering.
Cheers. Have you practicing?
Tyson, I don't know if too many fighters would be confident enough to drink a Diet Coke heading into fight week.
Why?
I know they would probably feel, it's got to drink water or stuff like that.
Heavyweight. El Rey Hitamos. Why is Diet Coke bad for you? No sugar in it, is there?
I'm not sure. I always drink the regular Coke.
Yeah, Diet Coke is 0 sugar.
Just chemicals.
Yeah, well, there's chemicals in everything else though, isn't there? The steak's got chemicals in it. It's got GMO in it. Probably got a lot of drugs in it too. Who knows? This rice has got chemicals in it. I'm still eating it. The fresh air we breathe is full of chemicals, isn't it? But we still live.
That's what I mean. They would kind of second guess themselves, some fighters, Can I really eat this? And, should I be eating?
I drink beer while I'm at training camp. I had 4 pints of beer before the Wilder fight the night before. Didn't do me any harm, did it? Ben, am I lying or not?
No, he's not lying.
There you go.
4 pints of beer, yeah. And when I come down, I was like, what the fuck is this? He was like, they're non-alcoholic. And then I found out 2 days later that they weren't non-alcoholic.
Is that like to load up on carbs, like how the marathon runners do? Or
No.
just,
That was, I'm a man 30-year-old who's been a professional for 11 years. I'm married with 5 children. If I want some fucking beers, I'll have some.
If the body craves something, what is it the other day?
If the body craves something, give it to it. Why deprive yourself just because it's fight week? Fighters from the past used to drink a bottle of whiskey before going in the ring. The old-fashioned fighters. Yeah. Didn't hurt them, did it? Have a shot of whiskey.
beer or whiskey the day before this fight?
Years ago, people used to have a shot of whiskey in the corner.
To kind of like wake them up.
So, the thing is, if you can fight, there is no set way in what you should do.
It's your beer choice.
So, exactly. Look how boxing has evolved. You used to fight on the line, stand on the line, and if you moved, you were no good. You were a coward. How's it evolved? People used to just fight like this all the time. And then Sugar Ray Robinson changed the game with his movement. Showed them all the flair and flashy stuff. And it's like, this guy can't fight, it's terrible. But he kept winning and winning and winning and winning. Same back in them days, they used to say straight punches. In England, it was all straight punches. And the only hook that used to exist was the one you hung your coat on when you came into the gym. Brian Hughes told me that, a very, very, very knowledgeable trainer who was a very old guy, very, very knowledgeable. He said, if you fight through hooks back in the day, they'd say, no, that's not how you fight. You fight throwing straight punches. Different. Everything's changed and evolved.
Tyson, do you look at it like fighters just keep getting better and better with evolution, or there's some things the old school did better than the new school and vice versa? Or?
I think everything's improving with time, apart from the love of God, because that can never improve.
What do you make of the bare knuckle boxing that they just did recently? I'm kind of curious about like what you think about that.
I didn't see it. So.
You didn't see it? Yeah.
No. Was it here in Vegas?
No, it was in Florida. Yeah. Paulie Malignaggi fought an MMA fighter, Artem Lobov, which is Conor, one of Conor's training partners.
Okay.
Paulie lost, broke his hand.
Yeah, that's what happens in bare knuckle fights. You hurt your hands. It's something that is getting very interesting. A lot of people are going to gravitating towards it now. So whatever turns you on, really, you know? Whatever tickles your fancy at the day.
Whatever rows your boat.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Different strokes.
Whatever
for
sport
different
you want to
folks.
watch or want to do, whatever fight combat it is you like, do it. Watch it.
Is that something you would ever entertain? Like, what's like your view on it? Like, are you for it? Do you think like it's good?
I'm not a dream killer. I'm not against any sports. More for it. Yes, please, man.
It's funny though, because they're trying to turn it into a big time sport, and apparently that's something the Gypsy's been doing for decades or centuries, is competing at bare fist fighting.
Yes, but it's everything has got to start somewhere. And even boxing back in the day, whenever it started, was not so big. Everything's got to have time. MMA wasn't big recently. In recent times, even I can remember when MMA wasn't a big sport, but now it is. So everything just needs time.
What do you make of politicians and people, certain politicians who want ban on boxing and combat sport?
Combat goes back in time to the Romans and before, to the ancient Greeks. Whether they killed each other with swords and knives or they boxed each other. It's a sport that humans gravitate towards because we are people of, I'm not sure how I'd say this, but like people love to see a fight. You see all types of famous people at the fights, movie stars, singers, everybody loves a good fight. I think it's bred in our DNA as human beings to want to see it. So
what kind of
I don't
impact
think
do you
you'll
think it
ever
has
stop it.
on sort of troubles we see with youth, etc. if combat sport was banned?
I'm not sure.
Is it wrong to want to ban it? Because it's not two guys picking up guns trying to kill each other like in war. It's
I wish more people would pick up their fists than pick up weapons. Because at the end of the day, in a fist fight, the only thing you can get is a busted lip and a black eye. Whereas the youths of today, they're quick to pull a gun out or a knife out and kill someone. You know, it's a dangerous world out there. And if people punched each other in the face more, instead of wanting to stab each other or shoot each other, then the world would be a much safer place.
getting your butt kicked once or twice will make you not as quick to want to talk bad to people, maybe, right? But over the internet now, you can talk as bad as you possibly want. There's no repercussions.
Until you get found. And I have heard before in the past of trolls getting beaten up, and that happens.
Wilder tracked down a guy and slapped him around.
Charlie Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was quite a good fight, really, wasn't it? I thought Charlie did really well, to be fair.
I was surprised he took those punches and didn't get
He let his hands go.
knocked
He took a
out.
couple of punches and he tried to fight back,
Yeah.
which the guy's obviously unwell. So I thought it was a good fight, to be fair. I'm a big fan of his.
Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He'll love that.
I think someone else did it too. I think someone else in the UK went over and tried to find somebody.
Curtis Woodhouse. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Charlie Zelenoff. He's like 350-0 or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah.
Pound for pound
He
king.
can actually fight. For a guy who don't practice really boxing or whatever.
Well, he was able to take Deontay's punches pretty well.
He had a draw with Deontay Wilder. And he beat up Floyd Mayweather Sr.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And who else? He's challenged me out many times, and I'm not brave enough to challenge him. And who else? And everybody else as well.
He's going to love
He's the
this.
pound for pound king.
He's gonna
Everybody
love
knows that Charlie Zelenoff is the pound for pound king of boxing and fighting and MMA.
this. Everything.
He's the one man you refuse to get in the ring
I
with
would
Tyson.
never get in the ring with him. He's a badass. Yeah. You know, I watched a documentary thing on him recently. It was awesome.
Yeah? I didn't even know they had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find it on YouTube. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. He was punching this thing down in his basement like a dummy thing, full of water, hitting it, bam, bam. As in, it was quite amazing to see. Check it out.
And Tyson, speaking of guys that, all jokes aside, for not being professional boxers, KSI and Logan Paul, do you think they actually fought pretty decent first time around? And what do you think of them getting it on again?
I think it's very good for the sport of boxing. For non-sporting people who are very famous in their own right, to come to the sport brings new fans, brings new attention. Two computer guys are topping the bill at Staples Centre with world champions on their undercard. Two guys who've never had a fight ever before professionally, in their pro debuts, are probably going to sell out Staples Centre. And I hear that Devin Haney's going to be on the undercard, who's a really good world prospect to be a world champion. And also Billy Joe Saunders, who's a 2-division world champion, is probably going to be on the undercard of these YouTubers. So, and plus many more as well. It's fantastic for boxing, for sure, because they've both got millions of followers. Logan Paul's got, I don't know how many followers he's got, lots of followers. And so is KSI, so it brings all those people across to boxing too, which is it's an amazing thing. Unbelievable, actually.
Thoughts
I wish them both well, and I hope they earn plenty of money. I hope they get paid well for it, because they deserve it. Because they've got more profile than most boxers in the sport anyway.
They're bringing asses to seats.
Exactly.
But any thoughts, though, with the scribes and sentiment that it's making a mockery of the sport?
I don't think so. I think anybody who can spread exposure on boxing and sell it to millions of people and get millions of people to subscribe and tune in, do a fantastic job.
And who's your pick, Tyson? I'm sure you broke down hours of tape. Who wins the rematch?
I actually fancy Logan Paul to beat him. It was a close fight, the first one. But I feel he's going to learn from his mistakes, and he'll train harder this time and win it.
Looks like he's just about. Thanks, Tyson. Looks like he's just about finished with that steak. Thanks for your time, champ.
A random question, you Tyson. What's the last movie that made you cry?
Last movie that made me cry. Well, I'm a sop, so I cry at every movie nearly.
Yeah.
Any sad movie, I tell you what made me cry. A Star is Born.
It's a good movie.
Good movie, and it reminded me so much of my life and what that man was going through, that I've been through. It's a terrible place to be, and I relate. My wife was even crying. I watched it on a plane coming to America. My wife, she watched it at the movies, and she phoned me, and she was hysterical. She was crying. She reminded her so much of us that she was in a right state. She watched it again recently, and she was in the same state. And the songs as well. that Lady Gaga song in the movie. I'll Never Love Again and all that one. Unbelievable.
When did you know that you could sing fairly well?
I can't sing.
You can sing better than all of us right over here. That's about 6 of us.
The thing is, I can't sing, but I think along with singing, everything's confidence. And I'm a very confident man. And that's it. So I just do it. Even though I can't do it, I do it.
Where does that confidence come from? Because for a lot of people, they struggle with confidence, especially self-confidence.
Yeah, it's comes from a deep place within. And years and years of the same stuff.
Favorite video game growing up? Favorite video game growing up?
Knockout Kings.
Yeah? Not Punch-Out?
Or Fight Night?
What's happening, Lopez? I've not seen you about the gym this time. What's happening?
Well, I'm in New York.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah.
How's training?
Training's good. I've been working out here. It's been cool. I'm just waiting for my pops, bringing them in here the end of October. We'll start everything.
Good stuff. When's your next fight?
December 14th against Richard Coffey.
Ah, lovely. That's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I can't see anybody beating you though. You're like a mini Mike Tyson. You've got a back on you like Mike Tyson.
I'm like the mini Tyson Fury.
No, you're like a mini Mike Tyson.
No, I know. I heard. You know, they say the takeover and everything. We got like Tyson, mini Tyson.
You're like you've got the strength of a mini Mike Tyson and the footwork of Tyson Fury.
There you go. Hey, you looking sick, man.
Yeah, I've been working hard, training hard, and doing all the right things. I've only been going to the pub 3 or 4 times a week instead of my usual 7.
Hey, man, I see you doing big things, bro. That's for sure. You're a true inspiration.
Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon. And after your next fight, we'll have a beer.
Absolutely.
100%. Take it easy. God bless, brother. Bye bye.
Evan, he's a fantastic talent, huh?
Oh, he's unbelievable, little Timo Lopez. He's one of my picks for the future.
How do you think he'd get on against Lomachenko?
I think he'd do a good fight for sure.
Yeah.
Listen, I thought Luke Campbell done extremely
Pretty well.
fantastic, and I thought whoever was judging that fight needs to be sacked.
How many rounds did you give to Campbell?
I give Loma the fight by 4 rounds.
Closer than a lot of people.
Going into that last round, I only had Loma a couple of rounds up, and with the knockdown last round, 10-8 round, I thought Luke Campbell done extremely well. I thought he lost by about 4 rounds.
People are carrying on saying that Lomachenko potentially could be the greatest ever. What was your feeling towards that? Those sort of claims?
Again, I'm no interest in who's the greatest ever and who's the best and all that. They do wonderful things for the sport of boxing, they do wonderful things for people who are suffering, and they do wonderful things for people who don't think they can ever make something of their life, and then they do. Gives inspiration to all over the world. Fantastic thing.
Thanks, guys.
Right.
Tyson.